Good morning, yogis. Welcome to your online practice. Please take a moment to close your eyes and set your intention. We're going to begin this morning laying on our backs, and the following asana postures are designed to move all of the joints, warm up the body, and this ensures that we do not injure ourselves when we begin our full yoga practice. Before we lay on our backs, there's a couple of important facts that really help our yoga, helps deepen our practice, and has many benefits. The first is breathing. Now, obviously, we breathe automatically, but we also can control our breath. When we're stressed, we tend to breathe very quickly and very shallow, in a shallow way. But what we want to be able to do is deepen the breath. We don't want to force the breath in and out of the lungs, but we do want to lengthen the exhale. So we're going to use a breath pattern, 3, 4, 5. As we inhale, we're going to count to 3 just mentally. As we exhale, we're going to count to 4. And the 5 is where we don't breathe at all. Now this sounds very odd. It's not like holding your breath, it's just staying still. And you'll find it's very easy to do. But if you should lose count, don't let this worry you. Just do your best. The other important factor when we're doing these exercises or asana are bandhas. Now bandhas simply are yogic energetic locks. They're control mechanisms, and we engage the muscle groups. Mula bandha is where we tighten up through the pelvic floor. Udai bandha is where we suck our stomach muscles in and lift the diaphragm. And Jalahandra is the neck muscles, and we tuck our chin down, making a double chin, and you will feel immediately these large muscles on the sides of the necks engage. So I will direct you, but it's important that rather than just having a passive practice on your mat, is that you are engaging your muscle groups. And the first thing we're going to do is draw the toes back in the dorsiflex position, press down behind the back of the knees, tighten the quadriceps, and now drawing up through the pelvic floor, sucking the stomach muscles right down onto the back of your mat, and lifting the chest up and tucking the chin down. And now the core muscles of the front of the body are fully engaged. And as you inhale, take the arms up to the count of 1, 2, 3. Lift up from the shoulders. Stretch the fingers up and out so the palms are engaged. And now we're going to exhale to 1, 2, 3, 4. And extend. And then, without any breath pattern at all, just totally relax and just bring those arms back to rest lightly beside your hips. And once more, dorsiflex the toes, activate all of those muscle groups, and inhaling to 1, 2, 3, and lift, and exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, pushing away on the count of 4, and then totally releasing so the body's in a passive state. Bring those hands back to rest lightly. And finally, one more time, activating all of those muscle groups and counting out your 3, 4, 5 breath pattern.
lying passive and still on your mat. And now we're going to draw the feet up underneath and have the feet hip width apart. Don't let the knees flop forward or flop out, just have those knees squared off against the ankles. Walk your fingers down so the shoulders are dropped well away from the ears and spread the fingers. We're going to do Setu Bandhasana, otherwise known as the bridge. We're going to inhale up, 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 pushing those hips high, stopping still, tightening the glutes, tightening the quads, pushing the knees forward and holding the body in an active state. And now we're going to exhale slowly, and as we come down, we're going to suck those stomach muscles right in and come all the way down. And then once more, inhaling deeply, activating the muscle groups, lifting, holding, and down, down, down. And one more time, being fully aware of the muscle groups, engaging as you inhale and lift, hold, tighten, and now start to release the muscle groups. And once more, stretch the legs long on your mat and let the body be at rest and passive. And we're now going to pick up the right knee, put both hands in front of the knee, keep the arms close into the body and drop the shoulders away. Draw that knee in as close as you can. Hopefully the thigh and the chest will meet, and then dorsiflex the toes of that foot. And as you take a nice deep inhale, tuck the chin down. Once more we're going to use the locks, the Chalandra neck lock particularly. Tuck it down, inhale. And as you exhale, just lift the back of the body up. Keep the head in a stable position and hold. And then release down. Now we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back of the knee, drop the foot down and work the ankle joint complex on this right limb, swirling the foot around in both directions, wriggling the toes. This stimulates the synovial fluid in the many little joints of the foot and strengthens those ligaments and muscle groups so important to our balance. And then finally we'll put both hands again in front of the knee, tuck the arms down, drop the chin down, making the neck lock again, inhaling deeply and exhaling. This time we're going to round up and we're going to bring our forehead to our knee. And then releasing the head and shoulders, straighten that leg and give it a shake. We're now going to repeat all of that on the left limb, so hands in front of the knees, drop the shoulders, press the upper arms close to the body, dorsiflex the toes as we bring that thigh close into the chest. Taking a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to lift the back of the body up, keep the neck locked in, crown of the head pointing back, and hold. And then lowering down, we'll put both hands behind the back of the knee and work the ankle joint complex on this left limb. Flicking around, toes. And then this time we'll bring the hands back in front of that knee, drop the shoulders down, tighten all of the muscle groups, lift, and we'll bring the head towards the knee. And then releasing, shake the legs and roll the hips from side to side. And then we're going to pick up both knees, put your hands flat on top of each kneecap, and we'll take those knees around. And this, of course, is stimulating the synovial fluid in the large cavity of the hip. And then reversing. And finally, we'll bring the knees and ankles together, and we'll just take the knees around in small circles, and we are increasing the circulation in the lumbar spine region. And then dropping the feet down with the ankles and knees pressed together, putting both hands behind the back of your neck. Going to inhale deeply. Exhale the knees to the left and turn your head to look at the right elbow. Inhaling back to center, head comes to the center. Exhaling in the opposite direction. This time the knees are to the right and the head is to the left. And continue, just using your breath as the guide. Inhaling, exhaling, head and knees in the opposite direction. And then coming back to the central position, release the arms down, release the legs down.